Alright, brand new video. Sorry for the last few days. I was a bit busy. But today's topic is the UFC 307 co-main event the worst title fight in all of history. We got Raquel Pennington versus Juliana Pena. Basically, both these girls that lost to Amanda Nunes, and Raquel Pennington didn't fight Amanda Nunes to become the undisputed bantamweight women's champion. She fought Mayra Bueno Silva, if I'm not mistaken, and if anyone's watched that fight, we all know how much of a snooze fest that was. And honestly, I think Raquel Pennington, as good as a fighter you might think she is probably the worst champion ever. And yeah, I don't know. I just had to start off by saying that. Nothing against her, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Amanda Nunes was just so much better than everyone in that division that the next champion, which is Raquel Pennington, doesn't seem all that great. You know what I mean? And I will say that Juliana Pena beat Amanda Nunes, but let's be real. I don't know what was wrong with Amanda Nunes that day, but she was getting outstruck with the sloppiest jab I've ever seen in my life. And, you know, who knows? You know, fighters are never going to admit it. Maybe they will sometimes admit it, but I'm going to just say that was a fluke. And Juliana Pena she's very aggressive. She's a very aggressive grappler. But I have no interest in this fight whatsoever. And there's a reason why they would never put this fight as like the seller of or the main fight. You know what I mean? Because it's just so boring, and they know that. But they need to get a champion, and they need to have some sort of entertainment back in this division. And I think the most not innovative, the most exciting women's fighter, or the most technical women's fighter that ever fought in 35 has got to be Valentina Shevchenko, but she's the flyweight champion. So I do see something happening, that if she's not going to rematch Alexa Grasso, because if you think about it, they're 1-1-1. I think Valentina Shevchenko should go up and fight the winner of this, just because I just don't think Raquel Pennington's. It says a lot when Raquel Pennington is the champion of that division. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's read this. UFC bantamweight champion Raquel Pennington is excited to finally settle a long-standing score in her first title defense at UFC 307. Honestly, I don't even know if I'd be happy with this fight being a main event for a fight night. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. That's just how I feel. You know, I'm nothing against women fighters, because there are amazing women fighters. I just don't think Raquel Pennington and Juliana Pena are any of them. You know what I mean? And they're fighting for the title at that. But yeah, let's see what she has to say about Juliana Pena. I don't understand how this girl can stay injured and then comes back. All of a sudden, she's getting a big fight, and then she's injured. Then she comes back and she's somehow getting something else. And it's like, who's managing you? Like, what are you doing here? Whatever you're doing, great. It's working for you. Congratulations. You had whatever for yourself, but it just doesn't make sense to me. And so I'm all right. At the end of the day, UFC is going to do what the UFC does. And, you know, I won't say a name, but some people in the UFC have said, hey, everybody loves watching Juliana get her ass beat for 5 rounds, so why not? She's already admitting that she's not going to finish her. This is going to be a snore fest. And I just want to know, what are your guys' thought on that? I'm sure there are some Raquel Pennington fans out there that have, to say otherwise. But for me, just, no, I'm not excited for this. Luckily, Alex Pereira and Khalil Roundtree fight after.